Hello again, my adoring audience. Tokyo Afterschool Summoners, Chapter 15. Abducted Tokyoites 3, starting now. As you and your companions stage a fierce battle in Yurakucho, the rule makers of the East conduct something of a hunt for locals behind your backs. Worse still, it's not just those belonging to guilds who are being targeted. Any and all app users are at risk of being taken away. How could this happen? All my school friends from Yoyogi Academy. I must give credit where it's due. The rule makers have successfully pulled off a tremendous play. Their timing could not have been better, as the warmongers and invaders' forces have been halved, and recon brought to a crawl. And forming an alliance with one of the administrative guilds is a foul move so brazen that it drew everyone's attention away. Clearly, however, that was a bluff, a decoy, with this shadowy encroachment of theirs being their true intention all along. But to what end? What benefit do they gain from abducting ordinary students? You should know the answer to that better than anyone, Yasuyori. The three true guilds possess an absolute advantage over everyone else, that being memories from past loops. If they selectively share those with others, they can persuade those others to act on their behalf by making them believe it to be their own will. Yasuyori, you were given memories from past loops yourself. Sad memories. And through the feelings of guilt you felt for having hurt others in those past memories, you quickly fell into line as a pawn for use by the warmongers. The invaders, on the other hand, typically disseminate angry, rage-inducing memories. They control others by strongly pushing memories of victimization, triggering intense hatred toward the world. It stands to reason that the last of the three true guilds, the rule makers, would have a similar trick up their sleeves. So you're saying my school friends are being pulled into this fight and sent to the front line? This cannot stand! I must go to their aid at once! Down, boy. Don't you get it? We're lacking the might needed to take them on. There are only 5 players left in the warmongers, and the mere 3 in the invaders. But the rule makers still have all 7 of theirs accounted for. Tanetomo Keno Inusaka considers the numbers. It's true that whosoever has more world representatives in their ranks has the advantage, for they have a monopoly on data showing what actions have been taken in the past under these self-same conditions. This being the case, it's considered one of the fundamental rules of this game that only a player can truly stand against another player. And they have us on numbers. Were we to challenge them alone, we would surely be crushed, one by one. Well, you're the tactician here. Tell me, what can we do? As I said, we would be crushed if we challenged them alone, but were we to join our forces, the odds would improve greatly. So I have proposed to His Excellency the possibility of forging an alliance with the invaders. 5-7, or 3-7, and the feat would be a foregone conclusion. But 8-7, that's a different story. Comrade Masanori, it is a proposal from the warmongers to establish an alliance with us. I see that, Comrade Yoshido, and I can't say I'm particularly surprised by it. In their shoes, I would likely propose the same. It is the only logical recourse to keep the rule makers from running rampant upon the high ground. Do you accept this proposal then, Comrade Masanori? I do. I've made a similar proposition myself to both Perun and Temujin, in fact. I suggest we approve this motion at once. Of course, there's no telling how Shinya would react. But even without him, we would stand 7-7 for a close match. The rule makers will no doubt be prepared for this contingency, however, and there is one other cause for concern, one which I'm certain must have crossed the warmonger's mind as well. Indeed. Why are Tokyo's locals being mobilized now, at this stage of the game? Generally speaking, native Tokyo residents boast much less combat potential than transients. That almost goes without saying, though. Tokyo has been at peace for a very long time now. There's hardly a comparison to be made when placing them side by side with transients, who've largely been weaned on war. It's almost laughable to suggest Tokyoites could be any sort of deciding factor in a scuffle amongst the three true guilds, and yet the rule makers have put all their eggs in that basket, which suggests there must be a path to victory there somewhere. It is my belief that that path to victory, the mitigating factor that makes Tokyoites a force to be reckoned with, is... Wait. Comrade Yoshito, was there not intelligence regarding the rule maker's plan of attack in today's situation report? Oh, yes, Comrade Masanori, though I'm afraid it doesn't paint a clear picture. Yoshido Sosuke Inukawa, one of the 8 dog warriors, specializes in reconnaissance missions. Posing as an invader's member, he has placed himself in danger multiple times over to get first-hand, undercover data on other guilds. Turning people into gods. I heard those words repeated over and over, in many different ways during my time there. Interesting. Very good, Comrade Yoshito. I would like to entrust the next mission to you as well, if I may. Between all the intel gathered thus far, estimates of the enemy's combat capabilities, and the words turning people into gods, Masanori's brain works a bit overtime, piecing together a theory of what the rulemaker's next move might be from these seemingly disparate clues, and he doesn't like what he's concluded. Of course, Comrade Masanori, whatever I can do to further our revolution. Your contributions to the cause are greatly appreciated. Now then, let's get you briefed on the plan. The target is to be the last of our kind, Masashi Shinbei Inoue, who dwells amongst the rule makers. He is considered a child prodigy akin to a god, though his actual age extends far beyond what could be counted on both paws. Through the actions of his superior existence, it is said he leaped through time, accepted his rule, and took on his future form. It is because he's conquered time that he's seen as a prodigy, and he is the only one among us to reach the realm of godhood. As such, I believe Masashi Shinbei Inoue may be the linchpin behind the rulemaker's current operation. So if he can be held in check, their plans may be laid bare to us. The so-called strongest among us 8 dog warriors is always kept close at hand by Masashi Shinbei Inoue. Yasuyori, I believe you knew him better than I back in our homeland. Nobumichi Genpachi Inukai. From the intel I've gathered, he serves as bodyguard to Masashi Shinbei Inoue now. But you grew up with him. You and he were truly like brothers. So I'd like you to tell him, Yasuyori, both as the one who knows him best and as the strongest tool in our arsenal. Given the suitability of your rule to active infiltration and betrayal, I believe you are the perfect choice for this job. I expect you should be able to complete this task with aplomb, Yasuyori. I leave it in your hands. Understood, Comrade Masanori. I welcome whatever dangers may come my way. You honor me, Counselor. I, Yasuyori Kobungo Inuta, do humbly accept this mission. The Rulemaker's Portal, the future city shall be breached. The Rulemaker's Portal, the future city, shall be breached. Located on the east side of the sprawling city connected to 23 other worlds, is the Chuo Rulemaker's grandest portal, serving as their central hub. It combines the most cutting-edge technologies of numerous worlds in the most innovative ways. The place where abducted Tokyoites are being taken has earned itself a very particular nickname. Since it represents Tokyo's own future, it's no surprise that nickname is derived from the future city itself, Utopia. Developing upon science and technology from each of the other worlds, it is, after all, a veritable wonderland, where the impossible becomes possible. Among those said to be taken to this utopia is the Asakusa Guru's guildmaster, to whom Motosumi and his companions are supposed to look for guidance. Toji, Maria, and Yuma all wince a bit upon hearing Motosumi's true thoughts about him, however. His name's Sanzu Minurikawa, and he's kind of useless. Can't do a damn thing on his own. Can't do anything on his own? What do you mean by that? Isn't he your guildmaster? I mean exactly what I said. He quite literally can't do anything on his own. It's almost laughable. He can't hit worth a damn, can't tell a lie. The list goes on and on. All because of that stupid sacred artifact he's got. Unluck of the draw, you might say. No surprise it's the weakest in our whole guild. And yet... Now, who will be the lucky first? Wait, can't you see everybody's scared? So, how about you leave them alone and pick me? Sanzo, the guildmaster of the Asakusa Guru, is the only one among the many frightened Tokyoites to stand, loudly volunteering for whatever this unknown figure has in store. What's wrong with me? Have I lost my mind? What am I even saying? Well, if you insist, then I see no reason we can't start with you. Provided you also have no issue with that, Professor Onyankopan of Agasimba, foremost authority on the principles of death. No problems here. Let's begin. The procedure will involve the transplanting of future memories to accelerate human evolution. What? What do you mean transplanting future memories? And yet, all of us here in Asakusa are fond of this guy all the same. I want us to rescue him, and I really want you to let me fight alongside you all to make it happen. If you'll have me.